about POCSO Act were the United Nations Convention on Right of the Child, which requires the state to take measures to protect children from unlawful sexual activities and sexual exploitation through prostitution and pornography. And Article 15(3) of the Constitution which gives the power to state to create special laws for children. The POSCO Act received the assent of the President on 19th June 2012 and came into force on 14th November. This act applies to the whole on India except to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The POSCO Act rules were notified by the central government on 14th November 2012. Definition of key terms. The term child is defined under the POCSO Act as any person below the age of 18 years. Key right of the child protected under Act. Right to be heard. The same is reflected in the rules under the Act in various places. Best interest of the child. The same should be primary consideration in all action concerning the child. One of the reasons of the enactment of the Act was the protection of the best interest of the child, both as a victim as well as a witness of crime. While interpreting any provision of the Act, the courts should interpret the provision in a manner which will best the best interest of the child. Thus, as per these principle of best interest, the special court would have to ensure a child friendly atmosphere and a court room which is very supportive. Right to protection. The convention expressly requires states to take appropriate measure to protect children from all forms sexual exploitation and sexual abuse. The central and state government should create awareness about the Act through training for all stakeholders concerned under the Act. Right to privacy. The preamble of the Act clearly states that for proper development of the child, his or her right to privacy and confidentiality to be protected and respected by every person and through all stages of a judicial process involving the child. There are the various other provisions which protect the right of privacy of the child from the media, police and the special court with respect the protecting the identity of the child. Right to compensation and reintegration. The Act empowered the special court to order the state government to pay compensation to the child for the physical or mental trauma caused by the sexual offenses or for the rehabilitation. The rules also state that the police and the CWC an obligation to ensure that care and protection of children who have been subjected to sexual offenses. Right to be represented. The Act recognizes the right of the child to take assistance of a legal practitioner and in cases where the family or guardian are unable to afford a legal counsel, they are entitled to services of a free legal aid lawyer. Offenses punishable under the Act. The POCSO Act prescribes 7 kinds of sexual offenses against children. 1. Penetrative sexual assault. Punishment of this minimum punishment in 7 years, maximum punishment life imprisonment and fine. Second, aggravated penetrative sexual assault. Punishment is minimum punishment is 10 years, rigorous imprisonment, maximum punishment life imprisonment and fine. Third, sexual assault. Punishment minimum 3 years, maximum 5 years with fine. Number 4, sexual harassment. Punishment of maximum 3 years with fine. Aggravated sexual assault, punishment minimum 5 years, maximum 7 years with the fine.